Good day, my dear student. Welcome to our new lesson for the second quarter, and let's talk about Introduction to Databases, specifically on the relational database terminologies, types of relationships, characteristic of a well-designed database, and the database design to avoid. Okay, so let us have, of course, I am Miss Lorena de Guzman, your computer subject teacher, and let us have first the relational database terminologies. Okay, we do have the table here, the name and the description. The first one is the data. Data is a number or value found and stored in the database. Data is static because it remains the same until it is modified by a process. Okay, so data daw yung number or value. Okay, on our Microsoft Excel, di ba, napag-usapan natin ang value. Value involves numbers, of course, the currency, the comma, and the period. Okay, so that is the data. Ito naman ang tawag natin sa ating Microsoft Excel. Instead of value, ang tawag natin is data. Okay, information, it is a data that has been processed, thereby making it relevant and meaningful to the person viewing it. Information is dynamic because it changes relative to the data stored in the database and it could be processed in many ways. Okay, data is the numbers and the information naman, yan naman yung that includes text, value, or the numbers. Okay, or special characters. Kung ang data natin is static, sabi nga natin, pag sinabi natin static, hindi siya nababago, pero ang sabi dyan, it remains the same until it is modified by a process. So, hindi siya nababago for now, pero maaari din siya mabago in some time. Okay, information naman, pag sinabing information, static, ibig sabihin, nababago-bago yan, katulad ng pangalan ng tao, hindi nababago yung pangalan mo, di ba? Pwede ba siyang mabago or ipabago mo? Pero hindi yun ang ibig kong sabihin. Pag sinabi natin information, kapag gumawa ka ng isang table, naglagay ka ng pangalan ng tao doon, for example, sino ang mga bumili sa araw na ito, bukas, sino-sino ulit, so ibig sabihin, nababago. Okay? Dynamic yung data pag sinabi natin information. Okay, null. It is used to represent a value that is unknown or missing. A null value is neither a zero nor a blank. Okay, so pag sinabi nating null, ibig sabihin kapag naglagay ka ng zero or blank, ibig sabihin ang lalabas sa iyong data is automatic null. Okay, table. So, ibig sabihin, kapag gumawa ka ng data sa Microsoft Access, kailangan meron siyang laman. If it is data or information. Kapag nilagyan mo ng zero or blank, null ang lalabas. Okay, table, it is the main structure in the relational database. It is composed of attributes. Kung naaalala niyo yung ating attributes and domains. Okay, attributes yung ating fields. Kung saan yung fields, ang tawag ay yun yung name between each columns. Attributes or fields. And then domain or record, siya naman yung mga value in each rows. Okay, kung ang ating fields, sila yung column, yung ating domain or record, sila yung rows. A table almost always represents a subject that can be an object, person, place, or thing, or an event. Okay, katulad ng ating example dun sa inyong module, di ba? May example dun, S sa food. Okay, S is spaghetti, S sa animal is snake. Okay, S sa place sa narciso. Okay, so yun naman daw yung a table must almost represent a subject, of course. Lagi may person, place, thing. Okay, and then after that, below that person, simple, mga pangalan ng tao, pangalan ng lugar, o pangalan ng isang bagay, or pangalan ng isang pangyayari. Okay? File. It is an organized collection of data about an entity or entity. As an example, for a bookstore, a file called branch can contain all data about a particular bookstore branch. Okay? Pag sinabi nating file, it is consists of different documents. Okay, pinagsama-samang documents pala si file. Okay, si data, siya yung numbers, information, yun yung consist numbers of text. Okay, pagdating naman kay file, yun ang pala yung pinagsama-sama natin document na inilagay natin sa isang folder na ang tawag na sa kanya ay file. Okay, that is relational database terminologies. Data, information, null, table, and file. Record. It is referred to a specific person, place, thing, or event. Record is also known as tuple, kung naaalala niyo yung ating relational model. In the relational database terminology, it pertains to structure in a database table representing a unique instance of a subject. O, kanina, sabi natin yung record, sila yung domain kung saan sila yung nakalagay sa bawat rows ng ating table. Okay, record field. It is the smallest structure of data from a larger database structure. In a relational database, a field can store data in a database and represent a character of a subject to which database table is resides. So, yan naman yung pangalan ng bawat column. Name, things, place, animals. Okay. And then record sa ilalim, si field sa column, record sa ilalim. Record, row, field, column. View. It also known as a virtual table. It is also called a virtual table since it does not hold data on its own. Rather, it gets data from the table which is base. And since it comes from other tables, it is composed of several fields coming from one or more data. So, ibig sabihin, kung ang ating Microsoft Excel ay merong different view or view buttons, sa ating Microsoft Access, meron din siyang different views. Okay. So, nagkakaiba-iba ang itsura ng ating table or ng ating Microsoft Access depende sa view na gagamitin mo. So, nakakalito. Keys. These are fields that serve a specific purpose within a table. There are many two types of keys, the primary key and the foreign key. The primary key is a field that uniquely identifies a record in a table. The foreign key is a special field that establishes a relationship between two tables. Okay, we'll talk about keys on the latter part of this lesson. Relationships, of course, they exist when two or more tables are connections or associations. Okay, relationship kapag merong isang word na connected sa isa't isa. That involves relationships. Okay, then let's talk about, of course, relationship. Okay, so when we say relationship, it is a relational database exists when two or more tables are connected by the following conditions. Okay, relationship, katulad lang din yan sa tunay na buhay. Kapag ang isang tao o ang dalawang tao ay konektado sa isa't isa, may tinatawag na yung relasyon. So, hindi lang, of course, love or crush. For example, ako ay anak ni Lola, ikaw ay anak ni Lolo. Anak ni Lola? Ako ay apo ni Lola, ikaw ay apo ni Lolo. Ibig sabihin, may relasyon tayong dalawa. Anong relasyon natin dalawa? Tayo ay magpinsan. Okay, so the same with the database daw, kapag ang dalawang data ay konektado sa isa't isa, meron silang relasyon. Okay, they are connected, they are related to each other. The first one is the primary key, foreign key, and the linking table. So, nagiging connected daw ang bawat information sa ating Microsoft Access or sa table with the use of the primary key, foreign key, and linking table. Okay, linking table is a table that establishes a connection between two or more tables. So, this key will be tackled on the latter part of the lesson. Okay, relationship. Okay, take note of this. Relationships are important because they ensure data integrity since they eliminate duplicate and redundant data. Relationship also helps as a means to define views. So, example, naggawa ka na ng data sa ating Microsoft Access, ginamit na natin, at nagkaroon tayo ng dalawang data with the same word, hindi tatanggapin ni Microsoft Access yan. Okay, itatanggalin niya or i-eliminate niya. Okay, nakalagay dyan, no? Eliminate, duplicate, and redundant data. Okay, kapag nasa iisang table yan, iisang column at parehas na data, hindi niya tatanggapin. Okay, so that is relationships. Okay, we do have different types of relationship. The first one, okay, pag sinabi nating relationships, when two or more tables are related, they exist between them in a specific type of relationships. When two or more tables are related, there exists between them and a specific type of relationship, and there are three types of possible relationship. Naintindihan nyo ba yon? Okay, pag sinabi daw or kapag daw merong dalawa or higit pang table na magkakakonektado ang data sa isa't isa, ibig sabihin merong dyang relationships. Okay, the three types of relationships, of course, the first one is the one-to-one relationship, one-to-many relationship, and many-to-many relationship. Okay, let us have this one-to-one relationship. Okay, kapag sa tunay na buhay, one-to-one relationship, si babae at si lalaki, si babae ay nag-iisa lamang at si babae. Ikaw ay merong iisang karelasyon at si lalaki ay ikaw lamang ang karelasyon. Ibig sabihin, that is one-to-one relationship. In our database, the relationship exists between tables when only one record of the first table is related to only one record of the second table and only one record of the second table is related to only one record of that first table. Ibig sabihin daw sa Tagalog, kung isang data sa isang table ay related sa isang data sa pangalawang table at ang isang data sa pangalawang table ay related sa isang data sa unang table, ibig sabihin that is one-to-one relationship. Okay, magulo, 'di ba? Magulo. Okay. Take a look at the figure from your book. Okay. One-to-one relationship, the employees table and the salary table. Ibig sabihin meron tayong dalawang table na ginawa. Okay? Sa ating employees table, meron tayong attributes which are employee ID, first name, last name, and phone. Sa ating second table, meron tayong salary table. Ang kanyang attributes ay employee ID, daily rate, at incentive percentage. Ibig sabihin daw yung mga document or data na yan ay para lang daw sa, kung pwede siyang pagsamahin of course, pero pinaghiwalay siya. So yung data na yan, nakikita nyo yung employee ID natin, 001, 002, 003. Okay, parehas lang 'di ba sila ng employee ID ng first table at second table. May tigisang 001, tigisang 002, tigisang 003. Ibig sabihin, meron silang one-to-one relationship. Bakit po miss one-to-one relationship? Eh samantalang dalawa naman po yung 001, dalawa yung 002. But we call this an individual data. Okay? 001 tigisa sa first table and second table, tigisa ibig sabihin one-to-one. Isang 002 sa first table, isang 002 sa second table, 1-to-1. Isang 003, isa sa first table, isang 003 sa second table, 1-to-1 relationship. Ibig sabihin, may iisang data sa first table at isang data sa second table na related or connected sa isa't isa. 1-to-1 relationship. The second one is the one-to-many relationship. Ibig sabihin, sa tunay na buhay, isang babae, maraming jowang lalaki. Or isang lalaki, maraming jowang babae. So, hindi ko sinasabing gawin nyo yun, ha? Example lang. Okay, one-to-many relationship. This relationship exists between tables when one record of the first table can be related to one or more record of the second table and at vice versa. Bakit po miss vice versa? Vice versa. Para hindi ko na ulit-ulitin. Okay, ibig sabihin daw sa first table ay merong isang data na connected sa maraming data sa pangalawang table. Nagigets? Okay. And then sa pangalawang table or sa second table, merong isang data na connected naman sa maraming data sa first table. Okay? Take a look at the illustration on your book, publisher table and books table. In our publisher table, we do have publisher code 198801. And then, ang dami niyang another code sa ating second table. Take a look at publisher code 198801. And then, sa second table, meron tayong tatlong 198801. Ibig sabihin, from first table, 1. Second table, many. One to many. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, itong publisher, take a look at, meron tayong, sa ating computer book, ang ating publisher ng computer book natin is Gemma Inc. Ibig sabihin, dun sa Gemma Inc. na yun, isa lang silang gumagawa, pero madaming libro ang ginagawa nila for computer book. Computer ng grade 7, computer ng grade 8, computer ng grade 9, and computer ng grade 10, kasama ang computer ng LM. So, ibig sabihin, isang tao ang gumawa, or isang publisher ang gumawa ng maraming libro. One to many. Nagigets? Okay, one-to-many relationship. Okay, next. The third one or the last one of the types of relationship is the many-to-many relationship. Sa tunay na buhay, ikaw, kayong tatlong babae ay meron kayong tigatlong jowang lalaki at kayong tatlong lalaki ay meron kayong tigatlong jowang babae. Hindi ko sinabing gawin nyo, example only. Okay, many-to-many relationship. This exists between tables when one record of the first table can be related to one or more records of the second table and in vice versa. Ibig sabihin, maraming data daw sa first table ay related or connected sa data ng second table. At ang second table daw ay maraming data na related or connected sa ating first table. Okay, take a look at the illustration from your book, student table and the subject table. Kung mapapansin nyo, wala dyan nakalagay na arrow, katulad ng ating one-to-one relationship at saka yung ating one-to-many relationship. Pagdating kay many-to-many relationship, dahil nga lahat ng data from first to second table are connected or related to each other, hindi na siya nilagyan ng arrow. Take a look at student number 20901, 20902, 20903. Si Agnes, si Richard, si Regine. Si Agnes Ong, Richard Tan, Regine Chan ay nakatira sa Quezon City, Manila, and Makati. So, yung tatlong bata na yun ay ibig sabihin tatlong bata ay nagte-take ng tatlong subject which are math, science, and computer. Tatlong bata nagte-take ng tatlong subject. Ibig sabihin, many-to-many relationship. Tatlong bata, uulitin ko, tatlong bata. Pag sinabi natin 2 or more, madami. Tatlong bata nagte-take ng tatlong subject from first table to second table. Subject table, itong tatlong subject na ito ay tinetake ng tatlong bata sa first table. Kaya hindi kailangan ng arrow to see kung alin ang many or kung alin yung data na magkakaparehas. Okay, ulitin ko. From the one-to-one relationship, isang data ay connected lamang or related lamang sa isang data sa pangalawang table. At yung pangalawang table ay merong isang data na connected or related sa first table. One-to-one relationship. One-to-many relationship, isang data sa first table ay related sa maraming data sa second table, or isang data or maraming data ay connected sa isang data sa first table. One-to-many relationship and many-to-many relationship, maraming data sa first table ay connected or related sa maraming data rin sa second table, and vice versa, ganun din. Okay, that is one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-many relationship. Okay, the next one is the characteristic of a well-designed database. Okay, the first one, modifying data is easy. Change the value of one field within the table should not affect the values of the fields in the table. Okay, so madali daw ang mag-modify. Ano ba yung modify, miss? Okay, pag sinabi natin madaling mag-modify ng data, ibig sabihin madali mo siyang mako-customize, madali mo siyang ma-edit. At kapag inedit mo siya, hindi daw madadama yung kabilang data. Ibig sabihin, kung inedit mo si column 1, hindi madadama yung ibang data. Next, retrieving information is easy. So, for example, may save mo na siya sa flash drive mo, yung data mo, kaya lang nawala sa flash drive mo, mababalikan mo siya sa Microsoft Access kasi nakasave pa doon yung iyong data. Okay? Extracting desired information from tables with well-defined relationship should make accessing and retrieving data a lot faster. Developing and building user application is easy. Data manipulation would be the main focus of program and not solving the problems associated with a poorly designed base. Okay, so madali daw ang paggawa at paggamit ng ating Microsoft Access. Maintaining the structure is a change made to any table or column should not be affect other tables or columns. So, the same with the number 1. So, kapag meron ka daw ginagawa sa another column o sa first column, hindi daw madadama yung ibang columns. Adding and deleting data is easy. The same with the Microsoft Excel. Madaling mag-delete, madaling magdagdag ng data. Okay, database design to avoid. Spreadsheet design. A spreadsheet is very powerful if used properly. However, it is designed for a purpose and always will find a purpose within any business organization. A spreadsheet do not make good relational database because if you really need to acquire and collect, store and maintain, view and analyze, print and share data, then you need a tool that will truly suit and designing a real database. So, yung tool na sinasabi dyan, that is the Microsoft Access. Okay? Katulad siya or kamukha din siya ng ating spreadsheet which is the Microsoft Excel. Pero daw, mas madali daw gamitin kung ang pag-uusapan ay pag-i-store ng data. Okay, spreadsheet view. Secondly, you should also get away from the spreadsheet view mentality. Pag sinabing spreadsheet view mentality, ito na nga yung ating Microsoft Excel, yung ating spreadsheet. Kung ang iniisip nyo ay once na na-open nyo na si Microsoft Access at ang iniisip nyo ay parehas lang sila ng itsura at parehas ng paggamit, malaki ang pinagkaiba ni spreadsheet kay Microsoft Access. Spreadsheet may seem to offer a good means to view data. However, a database program may not be able to produce a report of a spreadsheet layout. So, ibig sabihin daw, pag sinabi natin spreadsheet, okay. So, maaari daw na mayroong pagkakapareha sa spreadsheet as sa Microsoft Access. Pero, mas iba daw ang kayang ibigay na service ng Microsoft Access kaysa kay spreadsheet, which is the Microsoft Excel. Okay. Next, or the last one, is the building database design on the database software. Many database designers fall into trap of designing a database based on the database program tools. Diba si Microsoft Access or Microsoft Excel natin, ang dami nating tools or commands na ginagamit to modify or edit our data or entry in the Microsoft Excel. Lalo na kapag sinabi ni Miss, gamitin mo ito, gamitin mo yan. Okay. Pagdating naman kay Microsoft Access, purely ginagamit natin si Microsoft Access to design your business plan or to design your business. Okay. So, pagdating dito, hindi ka basta gagamit ng mga kulay or mag-edit ng text based lamang kung ano yung gusto mo or kung gusto mo lang ng, or favorite mo yung kulay na yon or favorite mo yung font style na yon. Mag-e-edit ka dito based kung ano ang hinihingi ng organization or kung para saan yung hinihingi ng iyong, for example, ng boss mo. Hindi ka pwedeng magbigay ng colorful document. Sabi nga ninyo sa inyong mga sagot, kung kailangan i-edit yung format ng text, depende po ito kung para saan po gagamitin ng isang document or isang file. Kung ano ang hinihingi ng iyong boss or ng teacher mo. So, that's it for the database design. To avoid, ibig sabihin, no need for the colorful designs, but i-design mo lang yung file mo based on kung ano yung nararapat at connected sa business mo. So, that's it for this week lesson. Go back to your module and answer the following activities. Thank you and have a good day.